BBL channel. Well, as we all know this evening, the nation is gripped with anticipation. Around the country, people are gathering around their TV sets in anticipation of a truly historic event. I speak, of course, of the BBL League game between the hometown Worcester Wolves and the visits to the form of his life right now.
Yeah, if you remember when he played for Cheshire in the final, funny enough.
Yeah,
he was Chester's player of the match that day.
Well, we were sat under the basket commentating that day and did the whole game without picking up a foul. And at the moment he's in great shape and he's going to be one to watch tonight for sure. Williams is going to work early off the glass but can't find those opening 2 points. Newcastle really one of those teams. They're simply always there. And as Chris said, they're in the run-up. Very open season this year right across the league. 2 attempt doesn't go. Obviously the demise of the London City Royals, really unfortunate situation down there, but it's released quite a few players. Brian Manning being picked up by the Scorchers. User this week. Martin Boutnick off the back iron with that one. So Worcester off the back of that cup win, which was no means handed on a platter to them last weekend. Bristol ran them all the way up to 3 points at one stage. So Worcester looking to build on that momentum. Newcastle really out here to spoil the party. Ramon Fletcher over the top. Geddes, he just gets a finger to it. Ball's alive, but it comes into the hand of Jordan Williams. Here comes Cortez Edwards. Williams almost mistimed that into Boutnick, dumps it inside to the big man. Floater doesn't go. Michael Sell now for the Eagles. Schlitzer fake that one, banks it in off the window, and the scoreboard operator has got something to do. Edwards. Hughes. Stop and pop from the elbow from Mark Hughes. Oh, great pass down to find Morcell. Edwards knocks it out. But Morcell is there to pick up the afters. The Eagles by 2. Hughes dances his way around through the defence, step through the trees.
Yeah, well, the help thought he'd done the job by stopping him and then went back to recover, but Hughes kept the ball alive.
CJ gets this. Same hands to Fletcher at the top. Now more Fletcher. And Hughes picks up his first foul of the game.
Yeah.
Ramon Fletcher goes to bundle his way into the lane. Sideline ball, 7:27 to play in the first quarter. Getters kicks it out to Fletcher. Fletcher drives hard to the basket, high off the glass. Beautiful finish from Ramon Fletcher. Edwards now for Worcester. Boutnick, the Worcester captain now. Stop and pop from him, no good. Jordan Williams has it. 14 reset on the clock. Williams goes inside to Amir Williams. And he is fouled. Hussein is going to pick that one up. And Williams, he proved himself to be a bit of a one-man demolition job, didn't he, down up there in Birmingham. So Amir Williams on the line. Still the Eagles by 2. Capacity crowd here in Worcester, and you could hear a pin drop when he's on the line.
Yeah.
So is this a snooker game or? Well, he's potted it anyway. Yeah. Locks it up. 6 apiece. 3 in shrapnel played, and only 12 points scored. Hussein Dumps it inside to Morcell, can't finish off the glass. Jordan Williams plucks it down. Shoots the outlet down to Edwards. Williams now. Geddes. Bartlett got himself into some great space there. Martin Bartlett rearrange off the window. Wrong-footed the defence. Oh, great work from Cortez Edwards. Bartlett bats it out of bounds. And that's going to be an Eagles ball.
Schlitzer to inbound for the Eagles.
Schlitzer, he goes into CJ Geddes. Geddes just can't roll it in. Jordan Williams has it. Wolves by 2 now. Williams, Bartlett. Bartlett kicks it out to Hughes for 3. Nails it. Mark Hughes. You can't leave him in the corner. Mike Morcell for Eagles. Doesn't connect with the triple. Cortez Edwards have it again. Bartlett is in the corner looking for it. Edwards is fouled. He is going to go to the line.
Yeah.
Second foul for the Newcastle Eagles.
Good pace for Wolves.
Wolves really looking to dictate the pace of this one early. Bartlett sits down and Kofi Josephs checks into the game for Worcester. Edwards makes the first of those 2. 6 the lead now. Edwards to push it out to a 7-point game. And he strokes it. So Ramon Fletcher now for Newcastle. Here they come again. Geddes, Hussein. Fletcher. Floats it over the top. Very good. Williams has it. Edwards now. Goes inside to Jordan Williams. Comes off CJ Geddes. That's going to be a Wolves ball from the end line. 17 on the clock for Worcester. And Hughes on the inbound ball. So Geddes checks out. That's Darius Defoe now. Joins the proceedings for the Newcastle Eagles. Hughes on the inbounds. So, long lob inside to Edwards. Hughes now at the top. Stop and go. Pulls up at the free throw line. No good this time. Fletcher picks up the board. Free throw line. Meat and drink for Ramon Fletcher. 2 more in the bucket for the Newcastle Eagles. 5 minutes to play now. Halfway through the first quarter of the ball game. Josephs. He's directing traffic. Edwards. Well, he goes to switch on the afterburners. Out of bounds. And Morcell. No. Darius Defoe.
Holding
Foul, yeah. We know Darius always accepting.
Williams takes the breather for Raheem Thompson.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Dear viewer. It weren't him. I never. So. Josephs. He's got Fletcher and Defoe to contend with. It goes straight to Schlitzer. Throws the ball away. Schlitzer banks it in. Off the window. 3-point game. 4:30 to play in the first quarter of this ball game. Worcester, if they were to chalk up a win here tonight, they would go level with the Newcastle Eagles in the league. Edwards. And Thompson now. He's checked in for Wolves. Williams. I think Hussein got a piece of the ball there. Morcell shiv it down to Hussein. Schlitzer. Fletcher. Straight through Martin Bartlett to bank it in off the glass. It's a 1-point game now with 3:52 to go. Boutneck almost stolen away once again by Marcel. Edwards drives inside, lost his footing, loses the ball. They get it to Fletcher, they get it to Marcel, he ships it to Schlitzer off the glass. What a great move from the Newcastle Eagles in transition.
Yep. Just stepped it up, haven't they?
Newcastle, they've always got another gear. Always another gear. May Thompson now for Worcester. Edwards, Williams. Williams, big man, puts up the long two from the top. 1 point game. The folk couldn't hang on to it. There he goes, Kofi Joseph. No showboating, just score the points.
Score the points at this point.
Defence is the cry from the home crowd. Marcel. Hussein now. Darius Defoe's backing down on May Thompson. Can't finish again, Darius Defoe. Defoe, veteran of this Eagles team. Williams, that was a great dish inside of Boutneck, can't finish. Hussein picked it up and Marcel has it. Marcel, well, did they get away with the travel possibly? All hands on the ball perhaps, but 1:57 to play. It's Wolves by.
It's here last time Wolves won silverware.
Absolutely, both pieces of silver. 2014, that year Worcester won the trophy and the playoffs under Paul James, beating Newcastle, of course, in the playoff final down at Wembley that year.
Now Worcester.
Marcel now to make it a 1 point game. So he doesn't manage, it stays at 2.
Second doesn't go.
Joseph's
Boutneck
Boutneck over the timeline.
Van Sowers.
And Sowers with his first touch of the game. Misunderstanding. Throws the ball away. It'll be Kai Williams.
Kai Williams to inbound for the Eagles. Worcester. Defense.
The Eagles again with Fletcher. Darius Defoe. Fletcher. Oh, CJ Gettis. He's making his presence felt. He couldn't finish. But Saunders. Picks up the afters. Martin Boutneck now. Fletcher's all over him like a cheap suit. Can't get it into Van Sowers. It's out of bounds. Off Julius Van Sowers.
1:11 to go. 17 points apiece in this first quarter. Worcester defense.
Fletcher, deep three from him. Front iron, good ball from Williams. Came across to pick it up. Great vision. Gettis now. Now he's backing up on Amir Williams, and finally CJ Gettis connects over the top of Amir Williams. And that's one of the matchups we wanted to see tonight. You pay to watch it.
Yeah.
Joseph, Kofi Joseph. He almost loses the handles there. Great cross-court pass. Defoe was there. Dish inside to Amir Williams. Can't hang on to it. The Eagles have it. So 2 seconds between the game and shot clock. 17 on the shot clock, 19 on the game clock. CJ Gettis. Williams gets a piece of it, knocks it out of bounds. Fletcher will inbound for the Eagles. So 11 on the shot clock on this inbound ball. So Eagles with a bit of time to craft something from here. Geddes hands to Fletcher. 2-point game. Now Fletcher taking the air out of the ball. And shot clock violation. Well, they should have done better with that, really, Newcastle. Yeah. 11 seconds off that inbound pass. And that was an opportunity, really. Take the puff out of it, tie the game up. Now it's Hail Mary time. Doesn't go. Off the hand of Martin Boutneck. So, end of the first quarter. It's the Newcastle Eagles 19, the Worcester Wolves 17. Chris, your wrap up on that. 2-17, as Chris was saying there. Hughes leading all scorers in this game with 7 points. Scrappy first half, as you say. No one getting hot. Not a great deal happening from downtown. Not a lot for the crowd to shout about. So often two really well-matched teams, and sometimes Geddes loses the ball. Boutneck just threw it off his leg.
Yeah, it's a good job that didn't come off. It did come off his leg, because I think that would have gone to a Newcastle.
We may have got a hairdryer at half-time, perhaps. So Kofi Josephs now. Josephs lobs it inside. Saunders Williams for the alley-oop. Well, we're saying not much for the crowd to shout about, but all of a sudden we found Williams. So points I think put on the wrong side of the scoreboard, but we'll go with that for now. Boutneck. Boutneck kicks it out to Williams. Williams drives inside for the throw down for Worcester. So Fletcher now for the Eagles, dumps it off to Geddes. And suddenly they're trading buckets.
They're trading dunks at the moment.
Yeah. So now Martin Boutneck. Josephs, Jordan Williams sets for a long range two, no good. Saunders collects it off the ironwork. Early in this third quarter, CJ Geddes, good feed inside. So, 2-point game. Hughes. Williams with the screen on Williams. They go out to Josephs. Miles downtown, Kofi Josephs! Goodness me! That was the kind of range you used to see Zaire Taylor shoot in this arena. And in reply, Saunders at the other end. He was way downtown with that effort. He's the kind of guy you probably want to get hot from downtown. Boutneck now for Worcester. The Eagles by 2. Josephs. Jordan Williams Josephs again for 3. 2 from 2 from Kofi Josephs from the 3-point line. Subs coming now for both teams as Edwards. Saunders now drives inside, puts it up, no good. Geddes can't get a piece of it. Wolves by 1 point. Jordan Williams, well, Saunders. Yeah, not really the most elegant of fouls, it has to be said. So Saunders, Williams and Defoe check out.
Well, I thought at one point he was going to call him for a trouble.
Well, Schlitzer, Hussein and Morsella back in for the Eagles. And Cortez, Edwards and Raheem May Thompson checks in for Jordan Williams. So Cortez Edwards now. Williams just hangs on to it. Kick it back out to Williams. Morsell, I think he just got caught in the momentum of the run there. They drive into Edwards, he puts it up at the free throw line, no good. Hussein has it. Hussein 2, just over the line where you think he thought it was a 3. He had his eye on the bucket.
Yeah.
Long range 2, 1 point game. Newcastle Eagles 6:30 to play, second quarter of this BBL Championship game, and it's Cortez Edwards for Worcester. Hands off to Josephs. Schlitzer will be called for the block right there. A pushing foul is the call from the referee.
Strange thing is that that's as much as a foul as the one here. Letting the advantage go, I don't know.
Edwards, Josephs.
So Newcastle come with a bit of zone.
Oh, Hussein, he was just a little late to that. He found the 2 points, so very nearly a spectacular 2 points. And it's Eagles by 3. It's 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Matt Newby looking very, very pensive on the other side of the floor. Hughes goes to Edwards. Side to Jordan Williams. He's backing down on CJ Gettis. Over the top, no good. So here comes Morsell for the Eagles. Drives into traffic. Doesn't go. Ray Thompson has it. He gets into Josephs. Very nearly didn't spot the ball there, Kofi Josephs. Goes into Jordan Williams. Route 1. Dumps into Hughes, who finds 2 off the glass for Worcester. And Coach Ian McLeod, that's called. So they dropped into that zone. And Worcester looking to force that shot over the top. But it's really pretty much on his even 1 point game. Schlitzer zips it inside to Gettis. And, well, bar on there called as a... Yeah. So, yeah, referee...
The thing is that from a coaching point of view, a coach will want to ask the referee, how can he defend? Not saying he wasn't pushing, but the other guy is also pushing back on him as well.
Great board from Morsell there off Schlitzer's 3 attempt. He finds those 2 points. It's a 3 point game. Mark Hughes. Edwards at the top. Gets it down to Joseph. Snags 3 from Kofi Josephs this time. No good. Kofi Josephs even. Ramon Fletcher dancing around the perimeter. Foot was on the line. Yeah, it's a long range 2. He towed the line only just. Exactly what Hussein did before. He just looked at the referee and said, how is this even possible? Well, it's a great shot from Ramon Fletcher as ever. So here come the Wolves again with Edwards. Chips it into Williams. Morsell did well to get to that, got his hand in the passing lane, just couldn't hang on to the ball. So Wolves breathe again, but there are 8 seconds on the clock as Amir Williams checks in for Jordan Williams. Nancy Josephs on the inside ball, back to Edwards.
He pulls up for 2.
Beautiful shot, great points from Cortez Edwards. 3 point game. So here comes Schlitzer, gets us at the top.
Fletcher.
Dumps it into Fletcher. Switches on the afterburners, Morsell from the corner for the Eagles. 6 point game, the Eagles.
Pulls up for 2.
Edwards really off with that shot. The Eagles spreading their wings now. Morsell, great dish into Gettis. And a good finish from him. And unsurprisingly, Matt Newby has seen enough.
Yeah, that run around the sort of the 3 point line, but inside there's, apart from the push on Jordan Williams there's nothing being called inside there.
Well, Kofi Josephs now for Worcester. Josephs drives inside, goes to put it in off the glass, doesn't go. Ramon Fletcher. Now he pulls up for 3. Fletcher, lethal from that kind of range. Amir Williams just pulls it off the ironwork. Cortez Edwards, he drives through traffic. Can't finish. Hussein gets a piece of the ball. They hand it off once again to Fletcher. Morsell, great ball movement now for the Newcastle Eagles. This is more like it. CJ Gettis at the top. Hands off to Fletcher. Puts it down to Marcel in the corner. Just too much on that one. Gettis can't get hold of it. And Amir Williams just about keeps hold of the ball again. Hussein gets a piece of it, but it's with Kofi Joseph at the other end. Drives in off the glass, and he is going to go to the line to add the bonus. And Worcester off the back of 7 unanswered points.
Yeah. Well, the secret there was the fact that Amir Williams was rebounding against the two big men, so therefore he got the ball out, which meant there was nothing underneath the basket. And that's exactly the example. If you take those two away from protecting the hoop, then Wolves can go aggressive to the basket. But when those two are underneath the basket, they're having to change a shot just because of the length of them.
Well, with 2:45 to play, Worcester needs to find the points and they need to find the stops. As ever, stating the obvious, but most coaches want to go in at half time.
Yeah, but it's still only a 2-shot game.
Newcastle finding their pace now, really finding their stride. Great ball movement. Gettis now over the top, rolls it in for another 2. And he's giving Amir Williams a bit of work to do tonight.
Yeah.
Josephs, Jordan Williams ships it in about there. Lane opens up in front of him, exploits it.
I'd be going absolutely mad if no one came to help me when I did that.
Saying to Fletcher, Gettis now at the elbow, no good. Williams has it. Hussein just pulled out of the contact. Oh, nice work from Hughes. Can't finish, but he's going to have to go over the line and earn these the old-fashioned way.
And that's exactly.
And he's got 2 to make from the stripe. Had a great game last weekend up in Birmingham. Doesn't make the first of those 2. Hughes makes the second. He's in his rookie season as a pro. Mark Hughes soaking up every ounce of experience he can get. The foe. Fletcher now. Come on, Fletcher. Zips it to the foe. They go out to Schlitzer in the corner for 3. A little bit too much pudding on it. Boutnick has it. And Saunders almost getting himself in trouble again then. Hughes. Offensive foul is the call. And that'll be on Jordan Williams. So 3rd foul for Jordan Williams. So Julius Van Sowers checks back in. The Dutchman. So that could potentially prove to be a little bit of a paracetamol moment for Coach Newby later in the game. Schlitzer jacks up the 3 and he nails it. Newcastle bench enjoying that one.
Yeah, that was a good passage of play for Newcastle in the fact a stop and then the 3.
Kofi Josephs. Van Sowers kicks it out to Hughes. They go to Joseph, snatch 3 again from him, misses everything with that one. Fletcher has it. We've got a Saunders in the corner for 3, too much. Josephs, 29 seconds now on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Kofi Josephs cross court, goes to Mark Hughes for 3, too short this time. Geddes has it. Saunders stripped away by Van Sowers. He gets his pocket pick. Kofi Josephs now. 11 second shot clock is turned off, so takes the air out of the ball. There comes Amir Williams. Puts it up from the top. Makes the 2 points at the death in the second quarter. So half time here in Worcester. Newcastle Eagles try and find a way to string a good run together, but the Newcastle Eagles with that lead just stretching their wings, as Chris said in the run in at half time there. playing a system that seems to be working for them. Josephs for Worcester. Well, he went to go cross court to Mark Hughes. Geddes just picked that one off. Geddes goes to drive inside, comes off the side of the backboard. They keep hold of the ball. Schlitzer, however, he can't get it to Morcell quick enough, so it goes out of bounds. Worcester have the ball. So it's a two-shot game. 5 points separate them. You always get a sense this one's going to go right down the stretch. Mark Boutneck, Jordan Williams coming, carrying 3 fouls into this half. Over the top of Hussain. That's exactly what you said. His arms were down there.
Yeah,
he's not going through. He's finding the baby.
Yeah, it just got the separation there. That was the thing. He got a little bit of separation between him and the Hussain.
Fletcher dishes it to Geddes. Amir Williams felt it was all ball, but there may have been some contact there, so Geddes is going to go to the line.
Rueful smile by two of the refs who both instantly both called it. So what they're saying was it was clean up on the hand, clean up the top, but he caught him on the arm.
Yeah. Well, Geddes sinks the first of those two. CJ Geddes to push it back out. It's a 5-point game. Doesn't connect with the second one, and Williams picks it up. Here comes Kofi Josephs for Wolves. Josephs, Williams, Jordan Williams going to work again on Hussain. Draws the foul, and he is going to go to the line. Carrying 3, coming in, but not a great deal going on foul-wise on the scoreboard. I guess, Chris, that in a way that's going to change. They're going to have to wind it up.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some point. I was just looking at the points where they were coming from. Wolves 18 points in the paint first half. Newcastle 26. Straight away, Wolves have decided what they're going to do is they're going to go inside. Identified Williams is the man. Straight away, he's picking up a couple of fouls. Worked out how to get Hussain into the position he wants him to.
He strings one of those, Morcell's. Whoa! In and out. It didn't go all the way through, so unfortunate ball really for Wolves. Boutneck now kicks it out to Hughes. Little head fake, drives inside, dishes inside to Williams, and a nice finish from Jordan Williams. And it's a 1-point game. Fletcher. Geddes. Morcell goes to Schlitzer. Hussain hands off back to Schlitzer. Just a scrappy pass. Hussain manages to recover it. Can't find it. Amir Williams has it. Josephs now for Wolves. 2 minutes in, and it's a 1-point game. So Worcester looking for the points here to take the lead. Boutneck almost gets his pocket picked. End of the shot clock. Tough shot. Good defence from Hussain, really. Gets it, throws it down at the other end for Newcastle. 3 points to lead. Newcastle just keeping their noses in front. Should I say their beaks? Maybe. And well, offensive foul is the call. So that's 2 for Amir Williams so far in the game. So Hussain on the inbound ball, and here comes Ramon Fletcher now for Newcastle. Schlitzer, Fletcher. Shake and bake, hands it off to CJ Gettis. He goes over the top. No good this time from CJ Gettis. Bartlett feeds Williams inside. Ball is out of bounds. It's going to be a Wolves ball. Gettis leading all scorers with 13 now.
Substitution for the Worcester Wolves, number 3, Mark Hughes takes the
3-point game. Cortez Edwards checks in for Hughes. So Mr. Afterburners is in the house. Now here goes Williams. Kicks it out to me. Williams at the top. That's a long 2. Williams has it. And that is going to be a Wolves ball from the end line. 13 on the shot clock. Off this inbound ball. Out it goes to Joseph. 8 seconds, he puts up a big 3 at the top, misses everything. Boutnet keeps it alive, taps it into the hands of Amir Williams. That was a great work from Martin Boutnet to keep that ball alive. 1-point game. CJ Gettis in the paint this time. Finds the 2. The crowd willing their team on with the cries of defence. Huge crowd in here. Standing room only. Cortez Edwards now. The Wolves. Oh, great work to find Amir Williams inside. That was a great pass from Cortez Edwards. Sells now. Gettis. Schlitzer is going around the corner and he finds another 2 off the window, trading buckets right now. These two teams, 5:39 to play in the third quarter.
Edwards.
Josephs. That's going to be a foul on Morsell. Second foul for him, and now they're starting to rack up a little bit.
Yeah.
So 2 team fouls apiece so far in the quarter. 5:26 to play. Nothing too much to bother either coach. Martin Boutnet goes into Cortez Edwards. Joseph calls the screen. Williams goes off the pick and roll. It goes to Edwards. They kick it out to Jordan Williams for 3. Oh my goodness me! Big man shoots from outside. Big man finds the 3 points. And they lock the game up at 51 apiece with 5:03 still to play in the third. Fletcher. Schlitzer from the corner in reply. No good. Williams has it. Now Williams puts his foot on the gas. Boutnet is left all alone at the top. Williams with the screen. Boutnet pulls up the 2. No good. So out of bounds over the top of the backboard.
Eagles ball. That means the Wolves are
Eagles back on the hunt now with Ramon Fletcher. It's a tied game. Schlitzer goes to Geddes once again. Geddes is dispossessed, but Defoe picks it up. Now they go to Fletcher. Fletcher spins when he goes to dish it off. No good. Amir Williams chips it down to Martin Batter. Martin Batter now he's going to go off the glass. Was he fouled? No foul, says the referee. Jones is for 3. No good. And that is going to be a Wolves ball. Well, Wolves would have felt they should deserve something from that.
Substitution.
No foul, said the referee, and that is the way it stays. 51 either side of the scoreboard, a minute with no score, 4:10 to play. But Worcester have it. There's a 14 reset on the shot clock. So Mark Hughes on the inbounds ball for Worcester. Jordan Williams hands it off to Hughes. Back into Jordan Williams. Jordan Williams now. Is he going to go to work on Defoe? Here he goes. He's backing down over the top. This time he can't finish. And Geddes and Defoe have a bundle together. And between them, they turn the ball back over. And that'll be another 14 reset. Well, I think the report card says could do better on that one. Yeah, Defoe very unhappy with that. So, Worcester have another opportunity. Schlitzer, Hughes ships it inside to Amir Williams. They go out to Cortez Edwards. No good. This time Geddes doesn't get in the way of Darius Defoe. And Newcastle come up with the ball. Fletcher dancing around inside. They go to Morsell. Good ball movement. Morsell for three. Knocks it down. Breaks the deadlock. 54 plays 51 with 3:31 to go in the quarter. Edwards now for Worcester. And an offensive foul. Well, that's going to be 4.
No, it's on.
Is that?
It's on
Mark Hughes. And really the only big separation, I guess, is those points in the paint and the points of fast breaks for Newcastle capitalising 14-8 so far in the game. So 3:15 to go in the third quarter. They did well to get that back into Schlitzer. Fletcher for 3. No good this time. Cortez Edwards has it. Josephs goes through traffic, recollects the ball again. Edwards just dives inside, can't finish, gets his own rebound and puts it in off the window. He is a man who scraps for absolutely everything. 1 point game, so now Worcester need a stop. Morsell. Ray Thompson checked in for Martin Boutnecht.
Yeah.
Drawing all of that, and subs now for Newcastle. Kai Williams checks in.
The interesting thing is what they're doing is that they're fronting CJ, which means that they're trying to lob the ball into him, but there's not, and that pushes him away from the basket. But Williams is dropping in.
Fletcher, Defoe from the elbow, no good. Williams has it, so it stays at a 1 point game. Wolves have their stop. 2:20 now in the third quarter. Cortez Edwards, Josephs getting out of that tangle with Jordan Williams. Amir Williams off that pick and roll, drives inside over the top of CJ Geddes. That was a nice move from Worcester.
Newcastle Eagles.
Good execution off the pick and roll. We saw a lot of that last Sunday. Defoe to Geddes. Geddes straight through Thompson. Morsell now tries hard to the bucket, and Cortez Edwards picking that up. It's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, you're up in the air.
You're a bit of a passenger, as they say in motorsport
exactly.
at that stage.
Yeah.
Where you land, you land.
Yeah.
So I guess if the guy underneath you doesn't get out of the way,
no,
you're going to land on him, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. But Morsell gave him the head fake, and he bought it.
Well, that puts Worcester on 14 fouls.
He bought that ride.
So Eagles trail by 1. Morsell now with a chance to tie the game with this shot, which he duly delivers, and the next one will give them a 1 point lead, locked up at 55 apiece. So 12 points per game so far in the league this season for him, and he has scored 13 with those 2 so far tonight. So upping his stat line from the stripe. And here comes Martin Boutnecht, Worcester captain. Williams, Edwards just pulls up. Phone out. Phone kicks it out to CJ Geddes. Not going to miss from there. Thompson. Williams is looking for the way inside there. So Cortez Edwards has it. He's going to go the long way round, and he is fouled, and he is going to go to the line for 2. Good work from Cortez Edwards, inhaling the defence to get the call. Jordan Williams checks back in with his 3 fouls. So if Jordan Williams can get to the end of the quarter with those remaining fouls intact, he's looking pretty good for the 4th. Edwards ties it up, 58 apiece. So Edwards delivers from the line. 4 from 4 from the stripe for Cortez Edwards in the game. Williams now, Defoe. Saunders, Defoe with the screen there, he drops in off the pick and roll. Fletcher hangs on to it. Stop and go from Ramon Fletcher. Tries to scoop the ball in. Cortez almost steamrolled by CJ Gettis. But Worcester hang on to the basketball. 16 on the shot clock, 21 on the game clock. Hughes now for Worcester. Mark Hughes has got Boutnick down in the corner. He's got May Thompson in the opposite corner. He's been left a little bit open. Hughes steps back. He opts to go himself for 3. And this time he nails it. Mark Hughes. Well, the crowd enjoyed that one. Ramon Fletcher at the other end puts up the high floater right on the buzzer for 2. So it's the end of the 3rd quarter. Worcester Wolves leading. It's just back underway for the 4th quarter. Board white clean. And Ramon Fletcher. Guess things moving again for Newcastle. Defoe. Williams, Gettis. Fletcher dumps it off again to Gettis. Good work from Amir Williams. Even better work from Mark Boutnick. Gets a piece of the ball, gets it out of bounds. Disrupt that offence for the Newcastle Eagles. 5 seconds on the shot clock. So, a few seconds just to cross something from here. Clock's winding down. And shot clock violation. 2nd of the game for Newcastle. Good defence from Wolves. And Wolves lead the slenderest of margins. Mark Hughes now for Worcester. Cortez Edwards. Hughes, stop and pop. So good. Geddes just plucks it off the ironwork. Oh, great pass to find William Saunders for 3. No good. Hughes has it. He's got the gentle attentions of Darius Defoe to deal with in the contact. Edwards goes to Boutnick. Jordan Williams now drives inside, puts it up off the glass. Again, deep in the clock. Fletcher. Ramon Fletcher, he pulls up for a long range 2. Doesn't go this time. That is going to be the Eagles ball. Saunders just bumps it off. Jordan Williams, so 15 on the clock off the inbound pass. Williams, he calls the switch. Now Defoe goes to work over the top. No good. Williams has it. Martin Boutnick switches on the afterburners. Here comes the cavalry for Worcester. He pulls up. So Martin Boutnick, lane just literally opened up in front of him there. It's going to be a Wolves ball. He looked for the foul, but it was all ball from where we're sitting. So now Martin Boutnick on the inbounds ball goes to Hughes. Can't get it to Williams. Ramon Fletcher. Kai Williams now, Darius Defoe. 19 on the clock, they've got a bit of time, Newcastle. Fletcher, stop and go from Ramon Fletcher. Puts it up off the window, he is going to go to the line to add the bonus. Great move from Ramon Fletcher.
Yeah.
So Hughes picks up his 3rd foul of the game with 8-11 left to play in the ball game. So Worcester looking to go level on points with Newcastle tonight. Newcastle will just put a bit more fresh air between themselves and the Wolves if they take the win here tonight. But there is nothing between these two teams so far in this game. It has been something of a chess game, really. Martin Boutmet. Defoe just bats it out of bounds. You kind of get the sense Chris could go off like a firecracker down the stretch.
Yep.
Nobody really getting hot anywhere on the floor, to be honest with you. Kofi Joseph looked like it was about to happen, but kind of fizzled out. Boutmet. He goes right, he goes left, floats it in high off the window, no good. Ball is loose. Amir Williams keeps hold of it. Jordan Williams just keeps it alive. It's a scrap, and that is going to be a foul on Kofi Josephs. So Josephs picks up his first foul of the game. The crowd perhaps not enjoying that one. Darius Defoe just checking his head still on. And yeah, he's got to have a word with the referee because he waved his arm, but didn't realize the referee's hand was there.
Yeah.
Got to go back and have a word, just in case.
Just in case.
Any future transgressions might be unduly punished, perhaps. So 7:38 to play. The Eagles lead by 1. Edwards gets a piece of the ball and knocks it out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock.
Yeah, it's important now for Wolves if they can get a stop now. It's like they don't want Newcastle to go 3 and then 5 and nip it in the bud.
So Eagles hunting out these points with Ramon Fletcher. And again, he is batted out of bounds by Williams without his feet leaving the floor. So 1 second on the clock on this inbounds ball. So if you can get it in, you pass and you shoot. So Ramon Fletcher to inbound. And he gets it away in time, almost goes. Amir Williams just plucks it out of the hands of CJ Gettis.
That's the first part done.
So, yeah. Edwards dumps it into Amir Williams, who finds 2 off the window. 1 point game. Kai Williams, Defoe, Gettis. Ships it into Fletcher. That was a beautiful dish into Ramon Fletcher. Perfectly timed, Fletcher.
Yeah, that was roles reversed.
Yeah, well, absolutely, yeah. Fletcher just grew by a couple of feet there. Josephs now for Wolves puts up the 3. No good. Amir Williams somehow manages to hang on to the ball. Is that going to be the jump ball? Well, the big man. So with 6:20 to play, the Newcastle Eagles lead by 1. Both teams just trading that 1 point. One or other of these teams needs to establish something. CJ Gettis really putting a hand in his face there. He muscles his way hard to the hole. So now a 1 point game. Worcester Wolves, and here comes Fletcher for the Eagles. This time it doesn't go. He can't connect with Schlitzer. Josephs has it. Ships it into Edwards off the window, and Worcester. Take a breath. 5:49. The crowd now getting into it. Gettis over the top. Can't finish. Too much on it. Josephs grabs the rock off the window. Martin Boutmet. Josephs. The lane's opened up right in front of him. And did he call a foul? No, out of bounds ball. So, end line ball. And so Matt Newby, who's having a long distance, telegraph call with the referees. So Mark Bartlett's getting in for the Wolves. He goes to the top to Williams. 9 on the shot clock. Hands off to Edwards now. This time Edwards finds some space in traffic. High off the glass. Cortez Edwards finds the 2 for Worcester. 5-point game now for the home team. Again, Worcester hunting for the stop. Eagles hunting for the point. Schlitzer goes to Geddes. Geddes at the top. Offensive foul is called.
Darius Defoe.
So Darius Defoe. Point game. Newcastle Eagles 65, Worcester Wolves 70. We said only a few minutes ago that someone is going to go off like a firecracker in this game, and this was all going to get done down the stretch. It's a 2-shot game, so really still not a great deal between them. But now it's Jordan Williams over the top. Can't find a way over Geddes this time. And here come the Eagles again with Ramon Fletcher. Defoe sets the screen. Fletcher drives inside for the high floater. Ramon Fletcher.
And whilst Newcastle got him on their team, they've always got a chance.
Well, Fletcher has only sat down in the locker room tonight. He has played every second of this game so far. What a shift he's put in. Cortez Edwards almost loses the handle on the ball, kicks it out to Jordan Williams. Williams fakes the 3, drives inside. Foul is called, and basket is called. Good. So Jordan Williams for the 3-point play.
Exactly. And I said that about Van Sayers, but Jordan Williams just did exactly that. He got Geddes in an uncomfortable position out on the wing and then used his foot speed to beat him. That's what you get.
Well, Bartleck sits down and back comes Mark Hughes. Coach Newby, plenty of rotation as they head down the stretch in these last 5 minutes. Jordan Williams on the line for Wolves. Can't connect, it's out of bounds, and that's going to be a Newcastle ball.
Newcastle Eagles ball. Worcester defense.
So here they come once again. Ramon Fletcher. He is just a machine, that guy. That was a good pass inside to Morsell. He couldn't finish.
He's been sat down for a while though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit cold, I think. Edwards puts it up for Amir Williams, and really, Amir Williams now this time looking for the foul. It never came. Yeah, he's saying he was pushed, but well, the call is the call. 5-point game, 3:54 to play. Darius Defoe. Ramon Fletcher. Amir Williams got a bit of the ball. CJ Geddes is fouled, and so that foul on Mark Hughes. So Mark Hughes with his 4th foul of the game with 3:38 to play. CJ Geddes on the line for the Newcastle Eagles. Two from 3 for Geddes. 2 from 4 for Geddes. So 50% from the strike for him tonight. Cortez Edwards now for Worcester. Goes to Josephs. Josephs drives inside, hard to the hole. No good. Geddes just manages to get a fingertip to it, keeps the ball alive. Fletcher goes right, goes left, puts it up. Good work from Geddes. He got in there, interrupted everything. Geddes, a well-earned 2 points. 3 defensive players around him, managed to find them, and it's a 2-point ball game with 3 seconds to go. Edwards goes to Williams. CJ Geddes making a real nuisance of himself now in defence, and that is, well, that is a flop called by the referee. So 4-point game, 2:35 to play. Fletcher. Morsell steps back. Deep 3 from Morsell, no good. Williams grabs a rebound. Worcester are going to be in no hurry. Take the air out of the ball. So now Edwards used finding his way to the top. Now Hughes cuts to the basket. Mark Hughes goes to go over the top of CJ Gettis. Amir Williams has it. Defoe has it. Morcell goes to Ramon Fletcher. Edwards making a nuisance of himself this time. Wolves come, well, they don't come away with it. Defoe in a tangle with Cortez Edwards. Darius Defoe. Well, he's going to be called for the foul. It's one of those balls rolling around, arms everywhere.
Well, the thing is that as soon as the player,
tough call on Darius, I think.
As soon as the player turns and you've still got your hands on the ball, although you had the hands on the ball and they haven't,
you're going to be ramped up. Yeah, I don't think he was telling him how much he loved him anyway.
No,
at that moment.
But
don't worry, we love you, Darius. And it was a tough call, so there you go.
That's most, when you're playing, that call is one of the most frustrating ones because you hope it's a jump ball.
Absolutely, it is. It's 6 to 1 half dozen of the other. So Worcester now with a 4-point lead. Joseph pulls up for a long range two and he sinks it. So 6 points now is the difference with 1:45 to play. Only one timeout called on either side of the scoreboard so far in the quarter. So the game of chess, I think, is going to commence pretty soon. Fletcher, Ramon Fletcher, dancing around that 3-point line, looking for a way in. He ships it down. Geddes. Well, it touched CJ Geddes. It's a bit of it wasn't me, Garth, but here comes the timeout. Point lead. We should remind ourselves it's still only a 2-shot game.
Yeah.
You know, and well, there are shooters all over the floor on both sides, so it ain't done until it's done. 1:23 now. Williams, he ships it down to Hughes. Back to Edwards. Worcester going to want to go as deep in the clock as they can if they're under pressure. Williams goes to Edwards. Keeps it alive. 7 on the shot clock. Now Cortez Edwards at the elbow. Well, he was going to go there to Jordan Williams. It's stripped away. We're inside the last minute of the game now. Morcell for the Newcastle Eagles. Spins, drives inside. May have got away with an extra step there. Schlitzer can't connect. Cortez Edwards has it with 47 seconds to play. Joseph into Edwards. Williams. Now Williams drains a bit of time off the clock. Edwards got to find a way around Morcell's wrong foots him, puts it over the top. This time no good. Good work from Defoe just to keep that alive. He finds him on Fletcher. Fletcher switches on the afterburners, dumps it off to Geddes. Off the window this time. CJ Geddes finds those 2 points. 4-point game. Worcester ball. 19.6 seconds to play. Foul is called. And that is going to be Wolves ball from the sideline. So subs now. Saunders is going to check back in. Geddes checks out.
I just wonder why. I wonder why Newby hasn't called a timeout and get the ball forward. Or has the rule changed? Advance the ball. I mean, they're in the foul now. But,
they are now.
But the last one, if he could have advanced the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, where are we in the foul game? 4 points, 18.6. Kofi makes both. He's just going to steepen the hill. Kofi Joseph's picture perfect. The noise from the crowd will tell you. 18.6 seconds to play in the game. Joseph's for Worcester. This time, no good. Defoe has it. So here come Newcastle Eagles again. Ships it back to Darius Defoe. Looking for Fletcher. He's the go-to man in a situation like this. Fletcher. And he shows it now. Drives inside to the finger roll. No good. And that'll be it for Worcester. They're going to dribble this one out. There's the buzzer. And the Worcester Wolves have taken another BBL Championship win. They go level on points in the league with